The lights inside Caesar's Atlantic City burn hot and unforgiving, casting long shadows across the canvas as the crowd hums with anticipation. This is not just another title defense. This is a crossroads. Pernell "Sweet Pea" Whitaker, 4-division world champion, master of angles, illusionist in gloves, enters with a record that speaks to decades of brilliance and miles of ring wisdom. 39 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 16 knockouts, numbers etched into boxing history. Across from him stands Diosbelys Hurtado, undefeated, dangerous, and largely unknown to the casual eye. 20 wins, 0 losses, 13 knockouts, carrying the raw confidence of a man who believes tonight is his moment. Hurtado doesn't bring polish. He brings ambition, awkward timing, and a right hand that has ended nights early. The referee gives final instructions, demanding respect and control, but the tension between the ropes ignores ceremony.
Whitaker smiles, loose and playful, a veteran's grin masking calculation.
Hurtado stares straight through him, sensing opportunity. As the bell rings, the noise swells, and the air thickens with uncertainty. This is the type of fight where legacies wobble, where experience clashes with hunger, where one mistake can erase years of mastery. From the opening seconds, Hurtado lunges with that long, straight right hand, shooting it like a spear out of nowhere. Whitaker laughs, but the laughter fades quickly. This is not the comfortable rhythm Sweet Pea prefers. Hurtado is a southpaw with awkward balance, wide stance, unpredictable entries, and he's not here to admire the legend. He's here to test him, early, violently, and without apology. The early rounds feel unsettled, almost uneasy, as Whitaker searches for the familiar music of timing and distance. His legs, once tireless, no longer dance the way they used to. He stalks in bursts, throwing single bombs instead of combinations, betting everything on the right hand. One of them lands flush, a clean shot that sends a ripple through the arena. Whitaker absorbs it, grins again, but now the fight has teeth. The commentators speak of vulnerability, of age, of legs that may not answer the call anymore. Hurtado presses, believing the myth is cracking. Whitaker responds the only way he knows how, with craft. He adjusts the lead foot, angles his shoulders, and begins to jab. Not fast, not flashy, but purposeful. Each jab is a probe, a message, a reminder of who controls space. Hurtado keeps firing, but the wildness begins to cost him. Whitaker counters just enough, slipping shots by inches, turning Hurtado's aggression into air. Still, danger lingers. Hurtado clips him again, forcing Whitaker to reset, to kneel briefly, drawing confusion from the crowd. Was it a knockdown? A slip? The fight teeters between chaos and control.
Hurtado lacks a consistent jab, but his power keeps him alive.
Whitaker stalks now, reversing roles, forcing Hurtado backward, making him move when he'd rather plant and swing. The crowd senses the shift. Sweet Pea is finding his groove, not the old ballet, but a grittier rhythm. Every miss by Hurtado drains his gas tank. Every counter by Whitaker builds pressure. This is no longer about beauty, it's about survival. By the middle rounds, the bout becomes strange, violent, and oddly compelling. Hurtado's awkwardness creates moments of danger, moments where Whitaker is forced to fight instead of float. There are low blows, warnings, rough exchanges on the inside. Whitaker begins to tee off, letting his hands go in compact flurries, digging shots to the body, snapping the head back with sharp counters. Hurtado answers in spots, flashing power just often enough to remind everyone he is still dangerous. A knockdown sequence sends shockwaves through the building. Bodies tangled, balance lost, arguments sparked. The referee's calls favor Whitaker, but the tension remains thick. Hurtado's corner urges him on, believing the champion can be broken. Whitaker, bloodied but composed, thrives in danger. He always has. This is where legends reveal themselves, when the fight turns ugly, when elegance gives way to resolve. Hurtado's stance widens, his punches slow, his legs betray him. Whitaker senses it. He walks through shots now, chin tucked, shoulders rolling, confidence growing with every exchange. The crowd roars as Sweet Pea unleashes combinations from impossible angles, reminding everyone why he is one of the most difficult fighters to solve in the history of the sport. Hurtado becomes reactive, holding, grabbing, swinging out of desperation. His moments grow fewer. His power remains, but the precision is gone. Whitaker owns the ring, owns the pace, owns the fight, even as danger flickers like a dying flame. The championship rounds arrive heavy with consequence. Hurtado's body is sore, his lungs burning, but his heart refuses to fold. He flurries when cornered, hoping for one last miracle shot. Whitaker answers with experience, pressure without panic, offense without recklessness. He targets the body again, folding Hurtado inward, forcing him onto the ropes. The crowd quiets, sensing the end approaching. Hurtado's eyes widen with every body shot, his posture crumbling under sustained punishment. Whitaker smells it now. He steps inside, rips a brutal combination, then another. Hurtado fires back weakly, swinging without balance, leaving himself open. A massive shot lands. Hurtado staggers, his legs betray him, his arms reach for ropes that can no longer save him. Whitaker pours it on, a barrage of clean, unanswered punches. Hurtado is defenseless, trapped, broken by pressure and precision. The referee hesitates, then steps in, too late for debate, too late for doubt. The fight is over. The arena erupts as Hurtado slumps, spent and overwhelmed. Whitaker steps back, chest heaving, eyes steady, having walked through danger to impose his will. As the announcement echoes through Caesars Atlantic City, the meaning of the moment settles in. Pernell Whitaker remains the WBC welterweight champion of the world, not by dancing away from danger, but by standing in it and conquering it. This was not a flawless performance. It was not vintage Sweet Pea. It was something else, a testament to experience, resilience, and the ability to adapt when the body no longer obeys memory. Hurtado, valiant and dangerous, pushed the champion further than many expected, earning respect in defeat. But tonight belongs to Whitaker. He dodged a bullet, stared into chaos, and emerged victorious. The legacy remains intact. And once again, boxing is reminded that while youth brings fire, greatness is forged in moments like these, when skill bends, but does not break.